And we are. Good morning, everybody. Whoa, I can't see shit. It all got dark. And it's like, I'm tired.
Yeah. Again.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
I watched that video again this week.
Did you?
Oh my God, I thought about it. And I'm like, I got a couple minutes. Let me look it up. Watch the whole thing. Oh my God. It still is funny.
Oh, yeah.
It is the first time I ever watched it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Hang on a second here. Having trouble with Rumble, I guess. Let me see. All right. Hang on 1 second. I gotta fix this over on Rumble. I'm gonna let you run for like a minute on things you'd like to touch on while I fix the Rumble issue.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's see. I don't know if you folks have been watching this overnight. Bitcoin went up over 34,000, which is big doings. Also yesterday, surprisingly, I believe it was yesterday. Let me double check on that before I tell a lie. But Bitcoin had slipped off of the EFT map for BlackRock. They were deleted from let's see. They were deleted from somebody's. Here we go. Their spot EFT vanished from the DTCC listing for a few hours, which caused Bitcoin to drop 3%. So you don't think that the EFT situation has any impact on the cost of Bitcoin, you are wrong. The DTCC, Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, is a small outfit, but mighty in terms of its impact. They control they're the clearing for every trade that takes place, not just when it comes to spot EFTs like Bitcoin, but futures, commodities, stock market exchanges. Every trade has to go through these guys. And they get a penny or something like that, a little bit less than a penny for every trade, if I'm not mistaken. And somehow, who owns the DTCC, Ben?
That would be, I think it's actually the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah. So the knucklehead that owns the Digital Currency Group.
Yes.
Yeah. Knucklehead, I call him. He's wiping his backside with $100 bills with Benjamins. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting stuff, that it disappeared for a few hours and then magically reappeared. And then the cost of Bitcoin went back up.
There we go. We should be good on Rumble now. I have a green check mark. We'll see in a second. Sorry, Rumble peeps. The key I used for broadcasting was wrong.
Oh no.
All right, Rick says all good here, Ben. All right, good. Good. All right, let me. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice. All right, everyone on Rumble, I apologize. The chat is open on Rumble. We're good to go. All right, now, I want to run through a few things. First off, the individual, notice I'm saying individual now, Patrick. The individual at BlackRock and I had a conversation last night. And he or she or it or the or
they go with
they explained the structure that the ETF at BlackRock is going to be or is. They're never going to sell any Bitcoin. Ever. They will never sell any Bitcoin that they receive or they buy. Because how they explained it was this, is they are seeding the treasury of the Bitcoin ETF division with Bitcoin. She doesn't know the amount they plan on.
Who doesn't know?
They don't know. They don't know the amount of Bitcoin that they are going to buy for the treasury of the ETF account. They are suspecting it's probably going to be about 25,000 Bitcoin just in BlackRock, because their initial launch fund was almost $1 billion. So they allocated $1 billion to seed the division of Bitcoin EFT. So they're going to use the majority of that to seed the division with actual Bitcoin, so that when they launch, when they are approved and they launch, which rumor around the office is Friday. Now, mind you, on the SEC website this morning, they removed the ETFs from the pending approval page of the SEC. So they are probably right on it actually being announced on Friday.
And then you're going to have Grayscale and how many other guys getting involved?
All of them at once. All of them that have made the necessary changes will be approved on Friday. That's just word around the office. But it was word around the office from people that are hands-on.
So Gensler's little fiefdom is going to start falling apart. Is that what I am to suspect?
Oh, Gensler's not even involved anymore. He's not managing this approval. It's already in the bag. And the individual that I've been talking to, and you guys, this is not a super secret. Like they and I like met out in a park in trench coats. I literally called BlackRock and I looked at the list of employees, and then when I called BlackRock, I just typed in the last few letters of their name, and they answered. And luckily for me, I can swoon people quickly and get them laughing quickly. And voila, I got a new friend. This is not like me flying to New York and like waiting outside BlackRock's office. You know, it's literally just a phone call. It was surprisingly simple.
Right.
And the individual I've been talking with, gets paid on Friday. Got paid last Friday. Got paid the Friday before that. Every dollar they have bought Bitcoin of their paycheck. They are living on credit cards. Because they're buying Bitcoin with every dollar they have. Do you think this isn't going to get improved? Approved?
Yeah.
And so as they explained, their exact words were this. Just imagine BlackRock as Michael Saylor. And that's what the ETF system will be. They will never sell any of the Bitcoin that they accumulate into the open market again. They will have it for 100 years. Their words.
So what they're doing is they're using it as an off-ramp for consumers to sell it, and it just goes into their vault.
Yep. Because as they explained it, why would you sell it into the open market?
Right.
When in 45 minutes, someone else is going to want to buy that amount or, close, or, when you have inflows and outflows, you're not constantly selling into the open market. What you're doing is is you're at, because the initial people that they are offering the ETF to is account holders at BlackRock already. So BlackRock has a certain amount of money in each of the accounts that they manage. So say I have an account at BlackRock. When I open it, I say, all right, I'm going to wire you $500,000. Okay. So now I have $500,000 in a general account of mine. Then I say, all right, I want $100,000 worth of Bitcoin ETF. So they move that $100,000 out of my general account and they purchase the friggin' Bitcoin with it. Right? And then when I sell, if I call and go, okay, I want to sell my Bitcoin ETF. Well, what they do is they sell it to one of their existing accounts, or they actually do an overnight corporate loan to the ETF division from the BlackRock General Account Fund of BlackRock's. So BlackRock is its own fucking bank in its own structure. Because then they can, and so everything they buy off the open market, it stays in the BlackRock system. It never leaves it. Because why would you constantly sell into the open market, which if you sell it, you have to pay a fee to sell it outside of your system. And when you buy it, you have to pay the percentage of who you're buying it from. Because you're probably not buying it from an individual. You're actually buying it from an over-the-counter or some other entity that charges a buy fee. So why would you lose that every time there's a sell or a buy in your system? So the only time they'll pay a fee is when they bring in new actual Bitcoin. And all they're going to do, and she said every other ETF is just like this. They never actually sell the commodity. They just have it in their own system. And they said that with Bitcoin, it's super simple because this is not an oil ETF where you have to have a facility, you have to have accounting at that facility, you have to have, all this other shit verifying the asset on an off-site location. They're holding their Bitcoin at Coinbase. So the Coinbase is their what do you call it? Custody provider. Well, Coinbase, they can't do anything with that Bitcoin without the approval, and they're not using a regular multi-sig wallet. They're using a multiple signature wallet, which is probably like 4 or 5 divisions of the private keys of each of the wallets. So in order to sell any Bitcoin, you have to have multiple signatures, or multiple people have to come together and go, we're selling. So basically, BlackRock is going to be the world. This is according to them that I talked to. BlackRock is planning to be the largest holder of Bitcoin in the world within 4 years. Now, that means they have to get more than Michael Saylor. That motherfucker buys Bitcoin every quarter. If you've noticed, every quarter he comes out and goes, strategy, he's purchased another $230 million of Bitcoin every quarter. So they're competing with Michael Saylor to hold the most Bitcoin other than Satoshi Nakamoto. And that's just BlackRock. That's not even talking like that. According to them at BlackRock, their largest account is with a certain family. Like, if I said the name, you'd know it. They've allocated 25%. Who do you think just put ice water on the bond market? The largest family in possibly the world. They're selling their bonds and rolling that into their account at BlackRock. And they, them, whoever I'm talking about, said that yes, those accounts get preferential treatment. You think? They said, hence the reason my whole paycheck is going to Bitcoin for the last month. Folks, here. I'm going to share a screen real quick. Is that wrong button? Now, I don't know if you watched the show yesterday, Patrick.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No. Traveling.
All right. I reminded everyone yesterday Elon Musk and this guy, Jack Dorsey, over in Northern Africa next year are opening the world's largest Bitcoin mining facility. Next, they're saying probably June, May or June. So this comes out a Bitcoin mining circuit board by Jack Dorsey's block will be launched next year. These son of a bitches are literally creating new mining hardware for their mining facility that they're launching middle of next year. Now, when I say this is the largest mining facility on the earth, Google Earth, it's the area that they are building it blocked. You can't see it. It's a big black box.
Oh, well.
Right. The size of the block blocking the area they're building this is 150 football fields big. In comparison, Riot Mining, which is one of the largest, have the equivalent of about 6 football fields. Now, when they turn this thing on, my lights in Florida are going to dim. And it's in a partnership with several different countries. Saudi Arabia being one of them, Qatar being one of them, and a few other. I'm a little blurry.
It's not BRICS, folks, is it?
Who's?
BRICS.
Yes. They're all, from what I hear, China's also involved.
Russia, Iran.
Yep.
Fuckers.
Hey, they're not dumb. You know,
No, I think they were.
Just because America is friggin' being stupid, don't mean the rest of the world is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Herself, Elizabeth Warren suggested on the 18th that we do more in order to tie down cryptocurrencies, because Hamas was able to amass billions of dollars through cryptocurrency pledges, which supported the attack in the Gaza Strip.
Really?
Absolute bullshit, absolute lies. But you know,
I wonder if we should do something to limit the U.S. dollar of the pallets of cash that Obama dropped off in Iran.
Oh, the pallets?
Yeah, should we do that?
Oh no, we can't do that. No, that would be wrong.
Yeah, when that friggin' came out, that was like, so Obama's literally shipping them pallets of like physical dollars and other currencies. Seems a little suspicious. And it wasn't just one. I mean, not that one pallet is, not a lot of money,
No.
but multiple pallets. Hey, Patrick, I'm going to drop a pallet of money off at your house. You go with that?
Go ahead.
Let me know when. I'll be waiting. So we have that. All right. I'm probably going to have to go off of YouTube for this next one. All right. Hold, please. Word from the sponsor.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All right. Now, if you're interested in a crypto, folks, I said it on yesterday's show. Anybody holding their cryptos on something that looks like a keychain, if you call up CALIX Solutions to get a laptop after you've been hacked, and Patrick tells me that you used to have a Trezor or a Ledger, I am personally going to visit your house and slap the shit right out of you. We're about to go on the biggest bull run in Bitcoin history. This is the last opportunity for the little guys to get even a chunk of Bitcoin. Within a year and a half or 2 years, you'll be lucky to get 100,000 Satoshis. You'll be lucky to get 50,000 Satoshis. And if you're putting your Bitcoin on what looks like a keychain and then plugging it into your daily use laptop, which is basically taking your wallet out of your pocket and throwing it into a toilet and going, that sucker's secure. When you're plugging your Trezor into your laptop, you're introducing your Trezor into everything on your laptop,
including keystroke malware.
Yes. So please.
But what do we know? What do we know?
We only produce crypto-only laptops. We're just winging it, folks.
Hey, by the way, I wanted to mention this because we'll talk about it a little bit more at 11. I got a text from somebody yesterday letting me know that they received a text saying that their Exodus wallet was compromised, and that they should go to www.exodus.net.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Anytime you get a text from anybody, wallets don't have your phone number, they don't have your email address. So this notion that they're going to, out of a sense of benevolence and their good-hearted nature, reach out to you and say that, hey, your wallet's been compromised, they're just lining you up.
Yeah.
They're lining you up and they're starting to bend you over.
Yeah.
So,
YouTube, you're about to go bye-bye. So click the link under here and join us on Patreon or on Substack for the next hour worth of show. Hour and a half. Yeah. Now, if you just want to go on Rumble, we'll be on Rumble for about another half hour or so. So, everyone on YouTube, you go bye-bye. All right, those YouTube losers are gone. But now, this, Patrick, I want you to watch this guy. And then I want to get your reaction of what he says. This is one of the richest men in South America. And I want you to listen to what he said. Number one, about governments. And number two, about what he says about Bitcoin. He said this yesterday in an interview at Bitcoin Magazine. Shout out to Bitcoin Magazine for releasing the full clip, even what he says about the government. Because Bitcoin Magazine's YouTube channel got a strike for having this on. Oh, wait a second. I got to share.